Moving on to other stories now, and the various construction companies working in various parts of the country have laid off more than 3,000 workers combined for reasons being tied to the IMF conditionalities. General Secretary of the Construction and Building Materials Workers Union of the TUC Ghana, Mr. Richard Asamoah-Boateng, says the Bank of Ghana has communicated to affected companies that it will not honor payment for work done. How so? He joins us live on the telephone lines now for more. Grateful to you, Asamoah, for joining us here. Now, you say that the Bank of Ghana has communicated to that. On which evidence are you basing these allegations on?
Now, good morning, please. In the first place, I said I'm Asamoah Mensah, the General Secretary for Construction and Building Material Workers, and not Asamoah-Boateng. And the project I'm talking about is about contractor, Sinohydro, Viabuild, Amandi, Rolida, to mention a few. And it isn't about Bank of Ghana, which is not allowed them payment. A lot of workers are being sent home. Good, I said. And this is affecting grant projects. These grant projects have come out. Some of the companies have come out, specifically Sinohydro, that they are no more going to continue the work they are doing unless the government comes out clearly with them. And this is affecting all over Sinohydro company in Ghana. Again, there are other companies like Amandi Investment, which has also laid out about 1,500 workers now home because government has not made payments to them. Contractor, the same thing, about 121 workers at Market Circus, Takoradi. Kumasi, about 335, and they are all complaining of payments to them. Now, with Sinohydro, which is a grant project, they have to finish this job at Western Region, that is the overhead, by June. And they are about 80% completed. Now, they have 3 major certificates which is ready for payment. And what happens is that normally when the contractor finishes with his job, with his claim, he will take it to the consultant. The consultant will have to take it to the Ministry of Roads and Highways. From there, it will have to get to, now from Urban Roads, the consultant will send it to Urban Roads before the Ministry of Roads and Highways, and then to the Ministry of Finance, back to the contractor, and then to the bank for payment. And this bank is in China, and the Ghana government makes sure that they grant permission, they give approval for payment. Now, a letter was released from the Ministry of Finance on the 19th of December, which was headed as suspension of payment on selected external debt of the government of Ghana. And because of this letter, the Chinese have held payment of this claim, of this contract claim, because they see it to affect them, and they want more and deep knowledge about this letter. It is not being done by the government of Ghana, and because of that, they have stopped work. As I speak to you, on the 7th of this very month, we met them. That was last Saturday. They came out emphatically that because they are not having a clear and deep understanding of the letter sent out, and they believe their bankers in China might have had a copy of this letter. Based on that, their claims are not going to be paid to them, are not being paid to them, and they have no money to continue the job. And on the 14th, they are laying off all workers of Sinohydro in Ghana. And if I say in Ghana, it includes Western region, it includes Sunyani, it includes Kumasi, and even Boga. This is a blow to the construction industry. And we want the government, we have written letters to the government to this effect, for them to take serious action about that, but we want the whole world to also know what is happening. Because we cannot fold our arms when such an issue is going on in our country.
Okay, so this is tied down to the IMF deal, right? Like you're saying?
Yes.
Okay, but that's with Sino Hydro. What about Viabil? What about Contractor and all of them? Is that also related to the same IMF deal?
Contractor is saying that they are also not being paid their claims, and that is why they are laying off workers. So they started this action before the IMF deal even came. But they are saying that with even the introduction of the IMF, our deal has given them more problems to even lay off more workers. And you can best understand that the whole market sector, which is under construction, is left with about 19 workers there. A lot of workers have gone off. And this issue of suspension of payments of debt is to also affect the Viables who are also constructing the Sekendika Credit Road. So we want the government to open the eye and look and have a depth knowledge of this, because it is something we cannot sit down, wait for the contract to be suspended.
Okay. All right. So since you wrote to the government, have you had any response?
Because we met the contractors just last week, we are yet to have response from them.
Okay. All right then. So as we speak, if we go to this construction site, will we see that work have been suspended, or there are work still being
if we surely go to the site now of contract, you get to know that they have reduced workers to the tune of about 121 at the market sector, left with about 19 workers. If we get to Kumasi, the same, they've reduced workers by 339. Now, at Takrady now, as I speak, 453 workers are going home. They've been served with letters of notice. And it's a short notice, 2 weeks, and 14, they are paying them off. Now, if you get to Amandi, you also get to know that about 500 workers have been sent home, leaving about 500 workers, because government is not paying them. And the good aspect of Amandi is we were able to arrange with management that no, they should try and pay them at least 50% while they are home, and look at the payment from January to February and see. And this is dangerous, because if you don't take time, it is going to bring chaos in the system. It has started already. Rolida, the same thing as Jasikai, has sent home about 359 workers because government is not paying them. And this is something we need to look into as to why government is saying that they are paying, contractors are saying they are not paying, and we have seen it now happening. And this is what we are saying. We've written to the government. We want an answer, and we want the media to also know what is happening, so that it doesn't turn as if we are not concerned of what is going on in the country.
Okay. So as for contractors who are not being paid, it used to be a regular thing in this country. It's not really because of IMF. So is it that these are the two factors working in this time around, or it's because of the IMF deal? Because I'm getting you talk about contractors not being paid.
I will not specifically take it to the IMF deal.
Okay. All right.
But already they are not being paid. And the IMF deal has also come to impound problems on these contractors. So it's a two-way affair I want us to look at now.
Okay. I'm grateful to you, Mr. Asamoah Mensah. He is the General Secretary of the Construction Workers and Material Workers Union of the TUC Ghana. There's still News Desk here on the Joy News channel. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back with more. Stay with us.